Alright, welcome back to the Bama Bait Shack. I tried to do this video a while ago and it didn't work out. Something happened to the phone. It's doing that crazy mess again. I tell you, the good law willing and the creek don't ride, I'll never buy another iPhone. It's supposed to be the best in the market, they say, but they ain't showed me nothing. AT&T ain't showed me too much either. First had to put a tower up in close by, and man, they had all kind of cell service in. Put that tower up there. All of a sudden, they come out with this 5G technology. Can't even hardly get a bar there in the house. But anyway, we're going to quit harping on that. I'm going to warm this back up. Like I said, I got a new mold in. I said I wasn't going to buy one of these. I wound up had to buy a 3D printed one to start with. I sold a good many of them. So I bought aluminum, 4-inch sweet gum, 3/4 ball. We'll talk about this thing in a minute, how it come apart. I did that on the other, but I'm showing you my color build and all that, but all that got erased. I'm doing it in a blue crawl anyway. We done got it all vacuumed out, color built and everything. I mean, I gave you a half a cup. I put 15 drops of dead on plastic blue crawl and 3 drops of phthalo blue, a 16th of 008 holographic silver, a 16th of 0.025 black, and 0.40, eighth of a teaspoon of 0.40 midnight blue flake. All right, we got that ready. We done got it all vacuumed, so we gonna shoot it before that thing cuts out again. Now, there was somebody talking about this mold here the other day. I know Johnny Sweet said all you gotta do is just put it on there, hump it. You ain't gotta hold no pressure. And you don't. Your sweet boy outdoors. I can't remember him or who said you ain't gotta top it off. But I found out one thing. I think I'm gonna top it off. Give me something to grab hold to. I believe to pull that screw out of my thing right here. That's what I'm looking at anyway. That thing don't take much, man. You can shoot a bunch of them little old balls up with a half cut. But the way we got it set right now, I got it shot. Well, everything's set. We got these numbers here. These numbers you line up and them notches you line up. That right there shoots the ball with, I think it's 22 tentacles on it. And then you can rotate both of them plates back around and offset them lines and numbers back that way away from that bottom line and this top line and put it back together, shoot it again, and it'll shoot 44 tentacles on it. So pretty nice sweet setup there. I mean, you can get 2 options on it. Kind of like 2 molds in one, you know. But anyway, that old cross tube stuff here, floating it ain't gonna take it long. Set up. We're gonna see what it looked like. But I've been putting these things in these here. I've been putting these things in these here cups like this here. Just like a solo cup, I drill me a hole right there and cut me a piece of cardboard, go in, it snaps in the bottom, and I just stick that wire in there and bend it over, and it's there. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. I'm worried about how to do it and how to do it, trying to get out the cheapest way I can. Because the cheaper I can keep the cost down, I can keep the cost of the bait down. I'm thinking if I had to buy any of them candy apple boxes, or some box of them to go in, and high as they would, I'm gonna have to jack the price up just a little bit. Don't have to take care of it, but it come out where that works pretty good, and I believe I'm gonna stay with that. Leave the price the same, so I mean that's why I want to do right. But I want to try to do everybody right. But, you gotta make a little money too. Can't do it for nothing. Anyway, I believe everything's ready, folks. We're gonna try it. Let's try and see what it does. They say all you gotta do is take your hemp top, pull it off just like that, and it works. You go and pull that out of there. See, I can grab it there, and we'll pull it out and put it back in the pocket. Now, what you got to do here, folks, you got to take your finger in there. Get them little tentacles right there, work loose. Get them tentacles good and work loose in there. They sitting in them little grooves in there. See that other mold I didn't have to do all that because they just shot through the plastic. You just put a little worm oil in there on that. Where to come out. And then we just gonna eat up on it. And that little tentacle gonna work right back out through that hole. We're gonna set that back down over here on the top. Now, take the bottom off. Lift it off of there. You gotta do the same thing on the bottom. Just rake them things back. Look at that. Just rake them back. Get them out of the little groove. And then come back over here and get your ball. Probably wouldn't hurt to knock them loose. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt. They'll come loose. They'll make flat side pretty good and just pull it out of there. And there's our 22 tentacles. Sweet gum ball. That's the name of the mold. I think I call them other than the porcupine egg. And well, I think I'm gonna call this here a porcupine egg. I'm gonna put this here over here on the stick. Now we're gonna see if we can get this thing turned around here and put back together to shoot the 48 one. I get my bearing straight. I'm gonna tell you what, I gotta flip it over. That's what it is. There you got that on there right. On there wrong. You got it on there wrong. I'll show you what I'm talking about on that in a minute. Do them things like that right there together, and that thing pulled her and that snug. But see how that line is offset from the bottom down in there? That's gonna shoot your 44 tentacle. Or it's supposed to anyway. We're gonna find out. Now we'll show you the difference in them. See which one y'all might like. Right there, I kinda like that blue craw in there. I think it's gonna look good. Might ought to put just a couple more drops of that blue in there. That good blue flake in it kind of help pop it out a little bit. I gotta get my mash out of there. I mean my plastic out of there. Y'all, let me get you back up there. Y'all gonna be done. Folks gonna think I'm making whiskey down. I ain't making no whiskey. Woo. I hope this video here does right. If don't, I'm gonna blame it on the person my sister that told me. I haven't put it that way. That I've been doing them wrong. I need to go on out here to sitting on that thing where it look like the phone won't be turning me around back. I said, yeah, I didn't know how to do it. I just said everybody gonna think I'm left-handed, and they'll see my wedding band on my right hand. They'll think my wife done died or something. But I didn't know how to fix it, but she told me how to do it. So we're gonna find out if it's gonna work right. We gotta heat that up just a little bit more. We're gonna shoot this 44 and we're gonna be out of here. It's the plan anyway. Didn't feel like I got all that thing like this. I don't think I ordered. I know it didn't have to put a plug out there long. Gotta get me some cleaning spray where I can clean everything up down here like a supposed to be. Old lady from this week, she said, maybe. We can bring it back down here on ground level now if y'all want to get down here on it. We're gonna do it just like we did the others. A quick shot the top off. And see how it come out. Those things don't drink much plastic. Don't drink much plastic at all. We're gonna see how it in here look real quick. I had some tea somewhere in here. Ooh, I gotta have me some tea. I gotta quit drinking that stuff. I'm drinking too much of it. I know I am. They sure is good. Been off church this morning. I hope y'all went to church this morning. Everybody needs to go to church. If they're able, you know. I can understand sometimes some of the old folk ain't able. They have to stay home, but y'all can always find preach on TV. I mean, you find the SBN. Around here, you can get SBN, or you can get Gardendale preacher up yonder if you want to listen to the Baptist preaching. You'll find a preacher somewhere on that TV on Sunday morning. I guarantee. That ain't no excuse to just stay home listening to him. But if you're sick, shut in, and can't get the chair, turn over and listen to one of them. Man, let me shut up before I get in trouble. I'm gonna get preaching here in a minute. I don't need to do that. But anyway, have a good church service over. Have a good church service. And preacher preached to them this morning. The rest of them have been there. He's got them too, boy. Ooh, I tell you what. He ain't got on my toes a little bit. We can always do better. I mean, always room for improvement. We'll never be, always gonna be room for improvement. Never be perfect. One but one perfect man. Anyway, that thing ought to be. I believe we can pick it, folks. Don't remain pick it too quick. This old crawl tube here, it don't take it long to set up. Y'all seen how it was in the cup when I was stirring it up, it sit right on up. I had told lady the other day, I said, that's been a few months ago. I said, you always say you right and I'm wrong. See, I just want to know something. If I told you that you was wrong, I mean you was right. If I told you that you was right, would I still be wrong? And she give me that look, folks. Ooh, she give me a bad look. I guess you got to think on it a while, because like I say, it's been a month or two ago, and I still ain't got no answer back on it. So. All right, we got that side. And then 44 tentacle, it's a little bit more difficult to get out of there than the other one. You got to make sure you got all them things out them little grooves right there. And I like to walk around this edge right here too and get them out. There's a little bone. There she comes. That's the 44 tentacle, folks. Get it up there where we can see it better. They got a lot of them little tentacles on there, I tell you, somebody might like them, but I don't like them. I know that. You get it on a stick, can hey, somebody might like it. I think I like the 22 better. That 22 gonna wind up be a lot better bait, I think. All them little, we got 44 on there, them things trying to stick together already down there. But anyway. Well, all right, folks, that's all I got this evening. I tell you, I'm finna go up there and take me a nap, so we'll We might get a chance to do another in the middle of the week or something. But if y'all see anything on here you like, give us a shout out. Give us a shout out on our Sweet and Sassy Facebook page. Go on there and check it out and look in the picture down there and you can see what all we shoot. Hard to soft plastic gold. I think I got all my lead stuff in there too. We do some crappie bait heads and some spinner baits and swim jigs and football heads and some vibrating jigs. You go on there and look and see what you might find something else you like on that. You give us a shout out on there if you need anything, and we'd be glad to get back with you, fix you up, or just tell us what color you want. We might have it in stock. If don't, we'll see if we can round it up and match it for you or do something for you. Until then, we'll see you next go around, and y'all keep on fishing.